matai. Masetia achia matei. Me sawe chawatamakei. Esawe chamatei. Matea. Matea. Chemasawe matei. Hai. Aishta matikia tamataya mohaya. Chamatia sakataya matoi. Samatia
Can you hear me? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're muted. Wait a minute.
Okay, you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. What's
Yeah.
happening? What's happening? Diddles, what's going on?
What's happening? Life is good. Energy is nice. Yeah, I just, they were muted. I'm on the computer. I'm not used to that. So I just, yeah. How are you?
I'm good. I just let me welcome everybody to the show. Welcome all the groups. I've shared all the different groups and some of the people that there's a lot of people in here, so I just say hello to everybody. Thank you for your continued love and support and contributions that keep us going by the seat of our pants every day. But we're still out here doing it, just like everybody else is doing it, just like you're doing it. What's been going on since the last time we talked? You had a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just trying to make the screen a little better. I'm not sure I can do it. Well, yeah, lots of things happening. I've just been on an energy wave ride for 4 or 5 days, just going up, 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 up. It has been amazing. The energy today were just, it has just been, I want to say, a weird day. It's just been so amazing, so profound, so beautiful. My heart just burst the past few days here, just being filled again with so much pure love. So it's just incredible. And now I'm just tired in the good way.
So how have you been feeling in regard to the human aspect? Have you felt anything, any emotions, anything that's been needed to be brought up to be cleared or just popping in your head? And you don't know why?
I felt it all, I think. No, it has been, I've made a few posts the past days, just being in the energy, just trying to explain, but so much happened actually. And today or yesterday was the first time I felt, okay, here's some deep sorrow. I felt it collectively, I think, because I noticed that everybody was going to talk about it then afterwards. So, and I felt it and I was like, hey, is there more sorrow? But there were. And now today I got the feeling that it's a traumatic karmic release happening right now. So it's wonderful and it's a bit tough for some and you know, sometimes it is, but when you see the pure joy and the pure you and the energy and all the love and all the synchronicity and, you know, then it's just all worth it. I have been in so much emotion all day. Really, it's a roller coaster ride. It's wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to expand on that. Let me just say to Valerie Peterman and anyone out there, if you can't see comments or you can't make comments, you have to watch the show on my page on Facebook, Todd Medina. If you're watching it in one of the groups it's shared to, you won't be able to make comments. Or if you can't see comments, it might be your device and you might want to go out and come back in. So yeah, let's expand on that. You said it was like deep karmic trauma. Do you think this is like coming up for the last time, like the clean out the last?
Oh yeah, it could be. I want to say that it could be the last time. Yeah, for sure. But also I'm the one who had said that I felt in the beginning that we will cleanse out balance for 150 years. I told you that last time, but it could be the last karmic because there's something about the karmic energy also released in 2016. I think it was like just let go of the grid of Gaia some kind of way, and it's also about the duality. That's a funny question too. Duality, what is that? And you know, when things get separated and parted, and there is you know, and the yin and yang and all that. I'm not saying that yin and yang is duality, but in a kind of way, you know, and also I get the sense that this is what we are not separating, but what we are leaving behind some kind of way. We are coming together now, and of course there's always different frequency, different vibration, and all this. But being separated will not exist in 50 years from now. I'm sure, because that connection I feel in the moment, that is just pure heavenly joy, love in my heart, and that is, you know, that deep feeling you felt some kind in your path in your life, that deep, you know, heart feeling.
Yeah.
That is the true, and it's really coming together and being more and more and more and more. And yeah, it is really wonderful. Many things happening right now.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So in a way, it's like the karmic thing doesn't even exist in this vibration that you're talking about.
Yeah, you can say that.
So,
Yeah.
and it's almost like all the old karma is wiped
Yeah.
away.
And that's that's understanding how we are put together in all our frequency, light body structure, in our physical body, how our cells remember things and all that. But actually the karmic hold on to this earth. I know that maybe karmic is a part of universal law. I don't know, but I just know that the negative karmic cycle we've been in, that finished, that stopped actually a few years ago. Yeah. So that's wonderful. And I just sensed this morning, because that's the way I work. I just felt, okay, this is a karmic trauma release happening, because, you know, I'm on Facebook and, you know, also having just my life here, but I get confirmed. So what you, it just, you know, I get confirmed that other people's are describing that, and I can see, okay, this is happening. Because yeah, I got a little surprised yesterday that I felt that sorrow, that deep pain, and that is why it's because, sorry, that I go deeper in myself, and there are more layers of our experience in this world that we need to kind of deal with, see things from a new perspective. Actually, that's the opportunity you are getting now.
Have you felt any discontentment or being stuck?
No, not in this way. But yeah, you know, and I know that people are talking about it. I lose my connection to my light, and what's going on. But you know, that's part of the patterns too, the waves too, the things. This is going on. You know, it's part of it. Some kind of, and then you go to this. How can you describe it? State of mind, and in your whole system, that's just yeah, imagine being on a platform for a little while, just taking in, you know, it has to connect and do what it has to do in you, and then you can go further from there. So sometimes I see the patterns so clearly, and there are many patterns, but this is also part of the process, that just sometimes they're a little quiet, a little peace for you. And I saw that people were starting to describe, like a month ago, 3 weeks ago, yeah, and you know, this is going deep, so take your time, nourish yourself, and rest, and get water, and you know, and that is important because we are going inwards and also outwards, because we're connecting to so much energy and so many wonderful people. But yeah, no, not stuck. I will say no stuck, but I know the feeling. I know that thing when it's get a little quiet, but I see the patterns, so I don't worry.
So the stuck might just, not stuck, but the calmness, the little space between breaths might just create a little apprehension in people. You know, let's get this thing going. What's taking so long? That type of thing.
Yeah. I'm not sure what you're meaning.
Well, you're saying that there's times when it just gets quiet and like peaceful, and that gives us an opportunity to catch our breath.
Yeah.
Some of that may cause some feeling of we're not moving, stuck,
Yeah. Okay.
discontent, bored,
That's
bored,
an impatient in the
impatient. Yeah.
human. That's kind of a thing that we have been pushed into kind of a way. So we are a little, and especially at this time, we have to really, but we get all the light too, so we can stay ground and we can, but the impatience, of course, we feel this now so deeply. We know we have a purpose. We connect in love in such beautiful ways. So this little impatientness and feeling that it's going too slow and all that, that's just our little soul beings just wanted this so much. That's where the impatience come from. That we really want this. We know what to do, and the energy is not fast enough. And maybe it's not, because when you are in so high frequency, everything around you needs to follow, you know? So you cannot just like go into a 47 dimension and just like freak out here. It wouldn't work. You can do that part-time, but yeah. So that's also why it's all connected, you know, and your body needs to follow the rest. Yeah. And that's why we are starting to resting, because that's where we get connection.
Yeah, you wrote a post a couple of days ago, an update on the energy shift.
Yeah.
The telepathic field that makes impact is about being transparent.
Oh yeah. Glad you brought it up.
Yeah, so the telepathic field that makes impact,
yeah,
is about being transparent. So
yeah, that's my kind of way, just putting it fast together. Well, it was just you know, the energy were, I don't know, of course you felt it, everybody. The energy was really wild these few days here, 2 or 3 days. And I wrote about being transparent before, and you know, that's just kind of my my language, if you can say so. But I am actually getting transparent. I'm getting marks on my body, but the transparent is, I'm a sense person, so I feel it, and it's telepathic also. So and what I mean by that post, Todd, that's good you brought it up, because what I mean is that when you get transparent, you shine your light completely, because what transparency means, that lights can shine through it and reflect it. So so that's, and also I'm changing structure in my body, and that's just all fine. I couldn't go into that because I'm not a scientist, you know, but maybe it's because I go vegan, I don't know. But it's changing, and I'm getting these patterns. And but also the transparency is that you get such a clear view inside yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And your brain, your diamond brain, can understand that.
Yeah.
And so yeah. So, and we have diamond brains and all that. So and I'm just I'm being shown to it, so I use it, and that's why all this happens for me, and that's my path. But it's happened to all of us. I'm a collective light worker, you know. So yeah.
So what I got from it is that telepathy is not going away. It's actually expanding. It's becoming the norm, and we're somewhat in resistance. We can be in resistance of that by not being transparent. So what that meant to me was that the more transparent that you are, regardless of how comfortable it makes you feel, you're actually aligning with telepathy. Okay, so you're aligning with telepathy, and I tend to be somebody who
you cannot be transparent without aligned telepathy. Actually, you can say it so too, because it is reflecting. For me, it is, and I think it's actually it is the way it works. When you get so transparent, you are starting to use your telepathy, and also, you know, the telepathy field is a great field. There's much possibility in that field. So, but I feel that I'm starting, you know, I'm getting the insights, and I have to choose them to use them in my daily life as a mom, and you know, so I'm we learn how to use it again. It comes slowly, and then then just suddenly after a few days, it just makes sense. You all know that feeling, yeah. So that is, and it is actually making impact, because it is a part of this energy wave frequency. Yeah, I got this word this morning, a shimmering energy, and my Danish girlfriend didn't, but I have to explain to her how I felt. It's just like shimmering energy down towards us.
Yeah. What color was it?
Yeah, that exactly that energy is that was pure golden light, kind of, and white light, but the rainbow light, and that has made impact on Earth. It's here now, everywhere. The rainbow diamond frequency, yeah. So it's just, yeah.
Have you had any or what? No, I'm not going to ask you. Have you had any? How have your interdimensional trips been the last few days?
Yeah.
Or trips or communication? You know.
Yeah. Let me see. Okay, they have been so powerful, really, and there have been many, and they are just yeah. So they have been very, very heartfelt and very very peaceful. I don't know if you see my post about the belly ring and this drawing of Soraya I drew 2 years ago, but I actually got my belly ring activated yesterday, and today I almost can't even explain it, because it was just, my God, it's just when you hold your baby for the first time, kind of the same love, it was so wonderful, and it's still there, and oh,
That's
are
it.
we? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Okay, it's an old drawing, but the belly ring is there, and also the light in the middle is actually a kind of it has a word. Let me see. It's I don't know if I can say the English word, and I forgot it, but it's like a stick you use. I think it's not shamanic. It's older. It's old Asian, and it's not Egypt, but it's some kind of power stick, light stick that you actually can use. As a light in you can push it forward, and it will clear up the road for you. That's how you can use that stick. It has a name, something with M. I can't remember what it's called. So, but this belly ring, it's not a belly ring. It has another word, I think, but it's just yeah. I have been working about if I work and when I work guided by source and the source in me and all that. But I have just the past 6 months made a workshop about activating the crystal diamond frequency in you, and that's actually in 3 parts: the basic, the central, and the crown. And this belly ring is placed in the basic area, around your hips and backwards, and it is some kind of energy ring. And it just the way it made me feel, I have had a very busy day with my children and appointments, and so I hadn't had much time to but I have connected. And just before the show I was like a little stressed, and I just need to calm down, and I just contacted my belly ring again, and that which is a basic ring, kind of, that just makes you so comfortable, peaceful, connected, grounded in a very, that's a deep breath down. It's just a nice, it will develop what it is, but yeah. And it can do some work. The heart can work with the brain, and when you see the diamond brain inside you, I watched a talk show once, and he talked about that little bit of consciousness we have inside that we almost don't use. And some call it the multi-dimensional center. And I have like an expanded sense system in my head, but it's not the diamond brain. The diamond brain is the very deepest consciousness in you. Maybe you can feel it. And it is actually shaped, I think, or have the same frequency. I'm not sure it's shaped. Maybe it is as a diamond, because there are all those patterns and it's all connected, and we almost don't get it yet. We don't get it yet. It will expand. It will get more beautiful and more divine here on Gaia. Yeah.
So a diamond like upside down pyramid and a right side.
Yeah. And you know, it feels like it is actually shaped like that, and so are so many of our patterns. We have diamond, and we have also star lights, sparkling lights in us, and we have floating light, and we have all kinds of light.
There's been an uptick in what I've seen, videos and pictures of starships. Gina Colvin put a bunch of pictures up of starships coming in and out of the sun.
Yeah, I saw some of her posts.
She had about 40 pictures on there. It was incredible. And I've seen some other people putting it up, particularly being shrouded in the clouds and stuff. Do you have any perspective on that or any intel on
that? The past couple of days, I've heard them, I sensed them. I didn't see any ships because I have been so busy, I think. Well, that's not the reason, but I heard them. And I hear them in a special way. And I said this a few times before also. Sometimes I hear a kind of crackling in the skies, and it's not planes. It's not a machine. It's just the sound of some kind of crackling, and that's the ships interfering in our atmosphere and being here. But I have seen them, and I have actually walked with my dog and my boyfriend, and we looked up, and he that's funny with the males who isn't awake now, and actually they kind of is anyway. Yeah. But then he looked up, and there was this huge ball light, and I it's a post on Facebook too. You can go back and watch it. Just a huge light of ball. And then he said, "Okay, if it disappear, I believe it." And then it just like disappeared out of
and he believed it
in no time. Yeah, that's a long time ago. But I have communication. I have I've been in this experience now as a walk-in for almost 3 years, 2.5 years. And I have lots of kinds of communications with them. One of the first things I told you too was actually with the moon, where I get some light sites where it made patterns for me, and my site was cleared. And also, big bubbles of aura in the fields, in the atmosphere, closer, some close, some further. And actually I saw holograms, I think you call it, 2 times.
Of what?
When I was manifesting contact, and then it happened, and I was like so confused.
Go back to that. So you were manifesting contact. You were asking for contact.
Yeah, I was. I think actually I was in a very good, heartful way. I was just like, hey, please communicate with me. Let me see you.
I've done the same. I've done the same. I understand. I just wanted to make sure that's what you were saying.
Yeah, but I communicate with them in many ways.
Yeah. Have you had? How do I say this? Have you had recently? A greater occurrence or an occurrence of actually interacting with aspects in dream state, in meditation, in dimension, with people that are incarnated on the earth?
I hear that all the time, that I participate in every kind of thing sometimes, but it's not like I'm sitting in my living room and I have a soul speak with a dear friend from Norway yesterday, and she was like, "Hey," and her girlfriend just passed over in a very young age, and they are some light workers in Norway, and they said, "And Dittelys, you were there. You stand there at the portal and invited her in." And I was like, "Oh my God, thank you for sharing." But I didn't notice. But so much happened that we don't know, Todd.
Yeah.
But you asked me in the moment. In the moment, I don't have many dreams. I often wake up in the mornings and say, hey, that's a funny night. Because we are when we go into this light, we are going to experience it in so many ways, because we are so much. So it will expand. In the beginning, it started with me. I had the most wonderful experiences, and I can get in everything we have, we will always have. We don't lose it. Yeah. So I can, in this now telepathic, I almost work very much telepathic, but I can just by thinking of my, this kind of connection that I am connected to, which is my soul family. They show up in small blue starlights, and they are there if I ask them. And right now they are here. I can feel them.
This is what I'm talking about. Have you had experiences recently of
just now
of your soul family or your monad, where that when you have those experiences, some of those energies identify themselves as higher aspects or other aspects of people that are actually incarnated on the earth, friends or whatever?
Oh, so
so it would be like me going up and say you were in my monad, you were in my soul family. I was in dimension.
I had that feeling.
Yeah, I came across an energy.
Yeah,
and then the energy.
We are doing that now too, I think. Exactly. Now I understand you, and I did that before too. But yeah, we are connecting with our galactic friends on Earth now. If that was your question, we are.
My question. Yeah,
definitely.
So we're actually meeting them in dimension.
We are
knowing who they are, and while they still walk the earth, and we have a relationship with them here.
Yeah.
Sooner than later, I think we're going to start merging those two things and saying, hey, I saw you last night in dimension, or I was meditating and I saw you, and you say, yes, I remember you. Or because I think that's starting to happen.
I feel the energy strings of really I'm drawn to that. And the past days I've just been writing so many people that and I have get so many messages too. So we are really connecting, and I feel, I feel it so much. The conversation you had with Bilal, that was definitely connecting here on Earth in dimensions. So that was just wonderful. And yes, we are experiencing that part now.
That was quite amazing. When you're talking about Broder Bilal, out of Sweden, the show we had a couple days ago, which is actually, I think it had about 800 people watch it, but there's up to like 3,000 now.
Of course.
And the people that are watching it, the time they're watching it is a very long period of time, because it's almost 2 hours.
So beautiful.
So you're saying that. Tell me what you saw there. You're saying that was galactic family coming together.
It almost made me cry. I felt when you are in such high dimensions, it's actually easy. But that energy was very crystalline, and very what can I say? Because I when I go into those dimensions, I'm sensing, and it was just it was so much light activation. I was almost writing that all the time, but everybody know. So it was really let me just reconnect with his energy. It was very galactic. It was it's the way we work in that frequency. It was so pure that that's it could be in the box of one of the purest thing I watched until now. It was very, very powerful, and I felt the energy very much. It just I couldn't describe in words the gratitude I had, the love, the wanting to be part of this wonderful thing happening right now on our earth, and that's what you were talking about just before.
Yeah.
When you can communicate and start to see what's going on, and because we have been apart from these frequencies for so long, and it's just like it is many people's spiritual people's highest wish right now to really reconnect into that. And that is what we are doing. And everybody will start to just develop. And we are not all that. We are not all galactic. We are actually, that's also a point of view. We are all galactic.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of
Absolutely.
course.
No
So
doubt.
everybody, I think, actually can tune into that frequency. And I was all, it's so fast when you have these shows, and then you write a comment, and the energies just go passed on, and I delete it again. But it is really, everybody watched that show. I was wondering with myself and having a little, everybody get this light activation, and that's the power of the light, because even where you are in your path and your experience, your light knows that light. It was amazing.
Truth doesn't need a lot of words.
No,
And,
exactly.
And it's interesting because there are a lot of everything you need to know. You can actually, you obviously can see in what the universe shows you in every moment, but we have the advantage of the highest manifestation of the ethers in the physical, which is the internet. And you can see by every video, by every post, a couple of different frequencies. And one is truth, and one is that wounded child that's still trying to work it out,
Oh, I see.
and that's okay. That's okay.
And the energy today was funny because many things happened. I was contacted by so many people, and some of them were, because what you described there, Todd, is that there is only love or a wounded soul. Yeah, okay. So I was contacted by people today who warned me about something. And I was just like, hey, what's going on? Just breathing, taking my point of view. Because when you know, and when you have been in that frequency, or is in that frequency of knowing that there is only love.
Yeah.
Or, as you said, a wounded human being here.
Yeah.
Then
or a little bit of both. I mean, you also see people who, and me included, and especially as I was getting to this point, where I do a post or a video, and you can see some of the wounded, but you also see the pure heart.
Oh,
right?
yeah. The only thing I see there is a pure heart. And I know what you mean, but we are sitting here speaking. We know that there will be killing tonight in America, whatever. And there is still some very wounded souls.
Yeah.
That's the point of perspective.
Yeah.
But
to hold that truth is that beneath whatever we're looking at, there is a pure heart. There's absolutely 100%. So it seems like that this is kind of the order of the day now. The order of the day is to stop externalizing anything in terms of trying to make a change and just changing.
And when you evolve, it would automatically happen. That's the beauty thing of it. That you just have to show who you are, then you are completely safe, because it's love, it's pure, it's not wounded.
Yeah.
That light is not wounded. That light knows what to do.
Do you want to connect right now and see what you can pull in?
Yeah, from spirits?
Yes.
I would love to, I think.
Yeah.
If there is a message or
message activations.
Let's see.
Message, intel. I think a message is good. Whatever you think.
Yeah. Yeah, I often channel. Do you call that? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I just actually I use my telepathic now and my sense and my heart and my I'm very grounded. That was the first thing I did when you asked me if there's a
Yes.
message. I always connect Gaia, and when I do that, it's just it's like there is a gathering right now
Yeah.
around us. With yeah, actually it feels like when I feel Gaia now, she changed a little bit. She is like us in this energy shift, more profound, more it feels like she's proud of us, or some kind of proud, in a good way,
Mm.
in a very nice and caring way. And when I said that, I see that there is I just feel that sorry, one of my children just called me. I see that around the world. I saw that a lot of times, but there is a gathering right now with masters and angels close to us, very close to us. And of course we know that, but it feels like there is some kind of thing going on. It sees, because I see it now. It looks like some kind of ceremony, or what do you say? But it's very
Ceremony, ritual.
beautiful. But it was just to describe also the way I work. But I will try to see if there is messages, because now a wide golden light just opens in the back of this gathering around Gaia. A very beautiful light, and that's the same light I felt these energies here the past days, and actually I can describe that light. That's pure golden light with a touch of of every color I want to say, but it's very soft and almost pink. There's so much love in this wave we are receiving. They're saying there's so much love to us. And I will go to this slide and see what the message is. And okay, I get a feeling that there is a hole in like the wheel, or what do you call it? That there is a free transfer. there's a free yeah, what do you call that? Just a
Exchange.
walkthrough. And I saw that you used the word, and some on Facebook used the word, and I am a walk-in, and that has been described the past days. It's something about this connection I see here in this golden light portal just staying open, and I get the sense that it will stay and will stay open. So I'll just get deeper into this energy and see what it will more bring to us.
Yeah.
And I feel the very strong need to communicate that we are getting. They show me, and that's how my guides work with me, or my higher self. I get the pictures. We are getting the ability to get an essence right now. They are delivering us this energy essence that we can just like, we can connect to this golden portal and just reconnect. And you can do it through your breath. I will try actually on this show to all these humans. This is the internet. I'm supposed to be able to do this. And just open that energy so everybody can see that golden, pure white light. And just breathe in that light, actually. I feel that they show me that they just sent it to us into our actually energy line, going right all the way down to us. And almost like pearls energy, but it's just floating into our spine again, kind of energy line. Yeah, light energy line. And let me see. And it feels, I felt that all day too, and it feels like it would now flip into a more all this coming together energy, peaceful, very much love. And I know that some sit out there stuck, impatient, and saying, it must go faster. It will. We will be seeing it in the kindergartens, in the governments, it is actually changing. So that's what they're telling me. It will flip over now, and we will see it. I said it before. And I also spoke about a very high frequency that we are in now, I think. And I told it a week ago, it will happen in 14 days. It's around the 16 or 17. A very, very high frequency will kind of make impact here. And I think that we are already in that wave. And I can...
well, the 16th is the full moon.
I know. Yeah, exactly.
And I thought there was,
what?
I thought there was an eclipse or 2 eclipses.
Yeah, but there is something more. I looked it up, and I thought that the full moon was on the 17th, but maybe it's the 16th. But something is happening around there, and then there's solstice on the 21st. So definitely something is going on. But I will just make this finish with the channeling of the light here, so I make a proper Let me see. Because I feel that there is so much love, and there is a message, all of us. And actually, they're trying to show me that I already said it. There is a free pathway now to your multi-dimensional, you can call it almost whatever. It's actually that connection to the same light in you that is free now. Yeah, so it's very, and it just feels with the warm, and it's very overwhelming. So everybody must remember, when it gets overwhelming and you get tired, then you need to remember to rest and drink water and take care of you, because you are the most important in this experience.
Yes, and it sounds like what you're saying is that's been opened up, and it's going to remain open. So
it will.
We can tap into that. We can connect with that at any time that we want to. And I think that's a big part of what I've been receiving, as this thing's been moving so fast in the last few days, is that we get to a point where we have enough information. Not that we're not going to get more, and not that we're not going to grow more, not that we're not going to find more shadow and more layers and all this stuff, but we get to a point where we can take control. We can take ownership. We can consciously move forward. And even if it's something like this, 4 or 5 times a day, tapping into that bridge of connection that you just described, that golden white light that's almost pink, just tapping into that 3, 4, 5 times a day, for example. I'm not saying do that, but that's a conscious thing, or you're reaching for it as opposed to waiting for something.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think we've spent so much time waiting for the universe.
Yeah.
When the truth is, the universe has been waiting on us.
The universe is inside you.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's just it's very beautiful, and it's more than I can even describe, and we will see it. It's very beautiful, and we get more abilities. I also hear that from everyone, that the psychic powers, or what do you call it? I'm not sure of the right word, but all that you are, it's getting clearer. Yeah. So I hear it from my friends that it just intensifies, if you can say so, and get clearer in you. And so
Look at this picture Tom Bear put up.
Because we are all in different
See that? See that picture?
Yeah, I see it. I love it.
So if we think of these physical bodies that we're seeing, these shadows, as energy, our energy, and that golden white light on the other side, we're
We
able
are
to,
that energy, yeah.
we can tap into that at any time.
Yeah. Exactly, and you know, and that's why we get a little dizzy and headache and all the symptoms, ascension symptoms, because it is actually floating energy in our body. It is a crystalline energy and golden light. So, of course, we will feel it, and that picture just just says it all. But it's very I am me. And I'm just starting to love this experience, even if it's sometimes a little, I just love it. I just love it because it's more than I ever dreamed about. All this just coming true. And, because my remembrance, I have a sense system, the remembrance, I feel it right down my back now, all the way down my back. I have a remembrance system that really remembers this energy of who I am.
Yeah.
Really. And the avatar ray of light you can contact through your back. I said that before too. So many things are happening on our back right now. Really, really. And I just felt this sense system, actually remembrance system on my back, on the sides of my back. So, and that's all the other, you can say, portals, chakras, points of activation points. The lungs are new life and, etc. But the avatar, it just makes sense of the remembrance system being on my back, because I know that my avatar, the way I contact my avatar is through a portal right behind your solar plexus, maybe a little above and out in a blue ray. In also a white, a golden ray, you can do that. Just make the connection with the intention of contacting your avatar, making contact to your avatar. The avatar will come to you that way, maybe through the heart or something. But it's a very powerful tool to open it in that point.
Very cool.
Yeah, and that's what I do. I describe all these new things and patterns and systems and how to activate light.
When you say that, are you talking about you work with people one-on-one? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I do that too. Yeah. So I'm very grateful for that, because I'm in touch with a lot of great people, so are you. So that's just, I'm being grateful for that. But yeah, I'm a clairvoyant, I'm a healer, and I'm a light activator, and it will develop.
So, and how do people get in touch with you?
Well,
Set up
yeah,
a
I'm on
session?
Facebook. I'm on Facebook, and I have my page there, The Will and Way in Light. And also I have my web page, but I don't think it's that used. It's Dittelys.dk. But yeah.
The will and way of light? Is that what you said? The will and...
Yeah, it's Vilje og vej lyset on Danish first, and then The Will and Way of Light. I think you will get in touch with my page if you write The Will and Way of Light. No, I should change it to just English.
I can't.
No.
I put the will and way of light. Let me try it on a page.
So it's because it's in Danish first and then English.
Maybe if I put...
You should be able to find.
Let me put Danish.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll help.
Yeah, Vilje, Vilge.
Oh, wait. V, wait. Not
V.
V?
V-I.
Okay, V-I.
L-G.
L-G.
E.
E.
Do you call it G? Like that.
V-I-L-G.
Yeah, and. I think that's just a sign of and.
Oh, and?
You know that sign?
All right, go ahead.
V-E-J.
Uh-huh.
And it's the beginning was V-E-L-J-E. Sorry.
All right, V-E...
L-J-E.
V-E-L-J-E.
Yeah, it's a long Danish name. And V-E-J, V-E-J.
J.
Yeah, and space between,
Yeah.
and an I,
I.
and then lyset. L-Y-S.
Yeah. Oh, I found it.
Ah,
Found
that's
it.
me.
All right. So
Well, welcome, Todd. Yeah,
let's
yeah.
pull it up.
I can share it on my page.
All right. So let me just show everybody where
Yeah.
it is.
Well, and that page is just
So
for,
this
I do some
is
work,
in
and when I have special offers, and and I also channels from there.
Okay.
That's
So
my,
here's the page, The Will and Way in Light.
yeah, that's my Facebook page.
Yeah. And so, yeah, you got 999 people like it. So let me make that 1,000. Okay. There's 1,000.
Thank you, Ted.
No, you can't make this shift up, right?
No,
You
and
can't
it's
make it up.
just like, well, as I told you last time, I was just thrown in this experience, and
Yeah.
I just made a page. Of course, I made a page, and I have a group too, and my web page, and and actually, I'm just going more and more into my private profile, because having all these choices, just like, oh my God, I need to, and I just need to just focus on energy. So, so also I post on my private profile, and my purpose is to just share love and be love. So
Absolutely.
why not on
Absolutely.
my profile?
And to be ourselves, to thine own self be true.
Yeah.
Well,
And also, I have so many ideas, because when you love so much, you really want to do something about it, help people and make them love themselves.
Yeah.
And I was a child, sexual abused, living in great anxiety, actually have some, what you call that, had a rough life, really rough life. So if I can do this, everyone can do this.
That's right.
That's just like, so really, so I want to help those young people sitting out there feeling ashamed. They should not.
Yeah.
And actually, I have kids. And and also I just, you were saying about connecting with your galactic family and all that, connecting with life, connecting in a new way on Gaia.
Yeah.
And I just made sometimes, as I told you, I was thrown into this. So sometimes I'm not sure of, the result of what I'm doing, because I'm so much driven by my heart. And I just invited and make an event on my page for having a summer camp with children.
Wow.
And actually many people have responded to it. So, and I asked my children, what do you think about a light party? Would you like that? And I was just planning, having morning yoga, just being a mom of light, inviting my children in. I think we have an important, I also comment that on I didn't know if it was your show, or there's this guy, I don't know if you know him, Mutara.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and I think it was on his video earlier. I comment that, and I mean it seriously, and I will take it serious. I'm so lucky to have these children, and I will show them. I will learn them, and they already know, Todd. We just have to, show them.
Yeah, then they'll teach us a few things.
Yeah, I think so.
Will you let us know how that goes, and make sure you post any kind of event or anything like that, if you would, in Soulogy, so people can be aware of it. We've got a pretty good network there.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing you the next time.
Yeah, you too, Todd. Thank you for having such a wonderful conversation.
Yeah, absolutely. Always. You take care.
Yeah, you too.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.